and welcome to this special 8-Bit Adventures Holiday Adventure. I am Matthew Tucker, and I'm going to be your gift master for this evening, which is weird. It is weird being here in the big and having Sean be over there in the small.
It doesn't happen enough. I want to play more.
Nah, dude.
We will do more of this.
Yay.
So, a quick sort of advisory of what we are doing this evening. We are taking a break for holiday season from our usual Dungeons and Dragons mayhem. We are playing a extremely loose game of Dungeon World. Dungeon World being the game that is based on Apocalypse World. So the basic mechanics are, I never roll any dice. The players roll dice. They have 2 d6s. Rolling 6 or under is just bad. Rolling 7 to 10 or 7 to 9 is good, but with consequences. 10 or above is always good. This evening's game is going to be offbeat and humorous and low on preparation because that makes it more chaotic, and that's the sort of fun we're going to be having this evening. The other thing that has occurred, character creation hasn't completely finished because the characters haven't quite established their bonds yet, so everybody's going to set their bonds up on air for you to watch. But before the game, everyone put their stats together. Normally, what you would do when you're creating a character is you would select the thing you want to do the most, and you would put your best number in it, and then move down. Tonight, I said pick the one, either the first thing or the second thing that you're going to do most. That's your dump stat.
Yeah.
The concept for our party this evening is a group of adventurers who have lots of heart but very little skill at actually doing what they want to do. So that's going to make this evening's rolls very entertaining. The other piece is normally one of the things that is different about the entire Powered by Apocalypse line, and particularly the game that we are running this evening, is there are a lot of leading questions about what is going on in the game world. So I will be providing some information of things that I have planned, but then there are times that I'm just going to ask a character for information. What do they see? What is going on? And I will tell you, you don't get to tell me about monsters because I have to have the stats for those. But setting, random occurrences, things of that nature, either to make your situation better or worse.
So for example,
Sean enjoys making it worse.
So for example, if you ask us what type of establishment we've just walked into, and you'd ask me what it was, and I'd be like, well, it's a brothel, of course.
Well, yes, and then I would. The neat thing is, as the gift master this evening, I get to play along with the characters and improvise too. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. So, we are going to start with a quick introduction of all of the characters, and the characters are going to establish their bonds with each other. The bonds are a set of, they will pick 2 of the items and connect another character to those items to generate a combined backstory. The group has been together for a while. They know each other and have been on adventures before. To mixed success, as we will find out. The other thing is, I am supposed to be talking to their characters. I'm not going to remember their names because I just learned
It's a one-shot.
tonight.
It's a one-shot, dude.
So I may be talking to the players and then being reminded of what the characters are. I know we have Months. I know we have Red Claws, Trixie, and Aki. Yes!
And that's
gonna
probably
try.
the only time he's going to actually remember them all night.
All right, so by virtue of the fact we're going to start with Heather on my left. Select one of your bonds and select someone you would like to attach it to.
Okay. So do you want me to read this out loud, like who I pick and all of that fun
Yes.
stuff? Alrighty. So I am going to say that Red has my back when things go wrong.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Ready?
Yeah, and I was actually already planning this, and Trixie owes me their life, whether they admit it or not.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
This is not my first adventure with Aki.
Very good.
And I have Sir Muntz will play an important role in the events to come. I have foreseen it.
Very nice.
Acceptable.
Yeah.
Now, we will start back in the same area, Chad. Pick someone different
Okay.
to have a bond to.
Trixie is woefully misinformed about the world. I will teach them all that I can.
Okay then.
John.
Red Claws is often the butt of my jokes.
Jordan.
This is perfect because I have sworn to protect Sir Muntz.
This is acceptable.
And Heather.
So who hasn't been picked yet for this second one?
Well, it's out of you.
Well, yeah.
This table.
Well,
That table.
I was about
I'm-
to say, I don't think Aki has a second bond, so
Perfect.
that makes sense.
Perfect. I stole something from Aki.
That works so well.
So to provide a little bit of background on classes this evening, Trixie is a thief, Red Claws is a fighter, Sir Muntz is a bard, and Aki is a wizard.
And for
I
those
just
of
realized-
you who
yeah,
have,
there was no way I was going to play a cleric.
yeah, for those of you who have followed 8-Bit Adventures and the Leaf Dancer side shoot that we do, yes, it is the same Sir
This
Muntz.
is the one and the same Sir Muntz of Leaf Dancer fame.
Yes. This is going to be beautiful, people.
The four of you are, as you often are, the inevitable wanderer, the mysterious and magical tavern to which the four of you have stumbled into. This is not the place that you were intending to go when you entered your local bar. But you stumbled into the inevitable wanderer through a magical portal, which placed you into this space.
I'm in love with this already.
In your time at the inevitable wanderer, you have come together and gone on adventures and found that as much as you enjoy the task of adventuring, it's not something you're particularly good at. However, there are people at the tavern who are very interested in trying to get you past your challenges and troubles. Skiff, the bartender, being one of them. And he finally decides that it is time for the group of you to do what is considered an inevitable challenge for any adventurer: to go into the basement and deal with the rats. He has promised that if you are able to deal with the rats in the inevitable wanderer, that not only will he speak you up when he sees future job givers. But there will be a free round of drinks
Yes!
for your group. As you enter the basement, Aki, what does it look like? How does it feel? What do you see?
It almost feels like a dungeon, like this has been built a really, really long time ago. There's torture traps up on the walls, which is very questionable, and there is a giant rat hanging on one of the torture devices. And all throughout you hear the sounds of squeaky rats just running around.
Don't worry, everybody. This is not a problem at all. We got this. Just remember, I have an additional 20% cut. Because this is a leaf dancer operation now. You've all been conscripted. This is not negotiable. These are the organization charter standards.
I think I just want to befriend the rats.
I mean, we were just told to get rid of them. We could just take them with us.
Yeah.
No.
I think I just want to, like, find an animal to, like, eat them. Does anyone know any cats? Large cats?
Why are we bothering with cats? I should just take my hammer and just smash them over the head. Like, you guys get them, line them up, and I'll just smash.
But they're so cute. I don't want them to die.
Dude.
As Aki is saying how cute they are, the commotion that you have generated has drawn the attention of the beasties in the basement. These are not your usual everyday variety of rats.
Are they ROUSs?
These rats were alive at one point.
Zombie rats.
They are not now,
Are they skeletal
which
rats?
is unusual because the bartender specifically said that they were just rats and that this was something that you could handle.
Line them up.
I still think we got this.
I still want to be their friends. Even though they're dead, it doesn't mean that they can't be friends.
Yes, that's exactly what it means.
Oh.
That's exactly what it means. Aki, they can't be dead
I
and
think
be
you
friendly.
keep mixing up rats and fish. It's the
or
fish
even-
that are friends, not food.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
get that
Thank
one
you.
wrong.
Yeah.
Thank you. We needed that set up. And
Okay, so for the simplicity of this evening, we're not going to roll for any sort of initiative. We're just going to go by dex order. So dex bonuses. What do we have? We have
-1.
-1.
+2.
And neutral.
okay. So Sean, Aki, you two roll dice.
All right, what are we
6.
rolling? We're rolling a 6.
I was a 6.
I have a 3.
All right.
Okay, so it will go Sir Muntz, Aki, Red Claws, and Trixie
Okay.
for the simplicity of the evening.
Yep.
Does anyone have a problem with that?
Nope.
Okay, good deal. Sir Muntz, one of the zombie rats, is moving to attack you, and at this point, you can see 4 of them. And each of the 4 has selected one of you to go after. How would you like to proceed?
I'm going to sort of leap around very dodgingly and make lots of barking noises to try and draw the attention, but also distract it. So that way, if Red Claws wants to move in on it, she can.
This is, mechanically speaking, to try and help.
Okay. So you are going to be helping Red Claws hit things.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Specifically the rat coming after me, I guess. I don't know if it's targeting like that or if it's much looser.
It's much looser.
Okay.
It's narrative.
I'm gonna cause a distraction and distract rats and.
Okay. So let's then do a charisma.
Oh boy! That's my dump stat.
From the bard.
That is a total of 7.
Total of 7.
Just barely.
So you have successfully distracted the rat that was coming after you. But the commotion that you have caused...
Oh no! I distracted all of them.
causes 3 more to come out into the way.
So 7 in total.
Yeah.
This is not a problem. This is just getting the job done twice as fast, and therefore we can charge more money.
Aki, how are you going to handle the slowly growing horde of slightly decomposing rats?
Oh God, there's so many friends here. I can't take this. And I start taking my staff and I start jabbing at the rats.
So that would be strength.
All right, so I roll D6 here.
2d6.
2d6.
Can I borrow one of your D6s?
Sure.
That fancy
Yes.
set didn't come with multiple D6s?
It did not, only one. I got 6, and then +2, so 8.
Very good. So you successfully, what is the damage of your staff?
Damage of my staff is...
Oh, would that just be the damage?
It's literally
Oh.
just
On
the
the front.
Oh,
damage.
yes.
Yeah.
Your damage.
Oh, that's like, okay. D4. So,
Oh, goodness.
4.
Hey!
Good.
Nice.
Very
All right.
You successfully hit 2 of the rats and do damage to them. They are looking in a bad way, but they start crawling all over your staff, making it difficult for you to be able to use it as a weapon further.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Can I do something here?
We're moving on to
Yes.
Claws.
Yeah. No. Mons, why do you do this? And I'm just gonna take out my hammer with its wonderfully serrated edges, and I'm just gonna hack and slash.
Okay.
Seven? Is that right? 7?
It's the total on the 2 dice plus strength.
9.
Okay, good deal.
9. I'm like, I knew I had to add something.
So you successfully smooth the 2 rats that were
Oh, wait a minute.
initially injured by Aki.
You would get a +1 from me helping.
That's right. That's
10.
true.
So that's a 10.
It's a 10. So you just smoothed them.
Cool.
You give them a squishy squishy.
Yeah.
I am going to point out for anyone who's played Dungeon World at home who's going, "You're not doing this correctly." None of us have played Dungeon World before.
So we're just going by whatever feels
myself
right.
included. So the rules are really loose tonight. Woo!
They're more like guidelines.
Yeah, they totally are.
Yeah. And this says on a 10 plus, I deal my damage to the enemy and avoid their attack.
Yes, you do.
So, yes, that's what I'm gonna do.
So go ahead and roll your damage. But
10.
I was about to say, unless you roll really poorly, you have successfully splattered the 2 rats that were already injured. You're down to 5.
Yes, that's what we have to do, Aki.
What?
No, that's what we have to do.
Oh.
Trixie.
I think you need to learn to read the room.
Sean, remember that I have a bag full of projectiles here?
Who's Sean?
Sir Monks, remember that I have a bag of projectiles here.
No, you don't. Moving on.
Oh, all these little things coming everywhere. Ugh. You know what they remind me of? Pieces of meat.
Yeah, that's
So
kind
I'm
of what
gonna
they
take
are.
up my rapier and start making some rat shish kebab.
Don't eat my friends.
They'll be better later. We can roast them. You can help.
It's undead. You don't want to eat it.
So yes.
So let's call that a deck.
Yeah. Five.
Roll 1d6.
Uh-huh. 6.
Oh no.
You go to skewer several of the rats and you slip in something. You don't know what you slip in, but it's slippery and it smells bad.
And it's
you
sticky.
fall down and you get rat
Oh.
bit.
Oh.
So you have taken 6 damage.
I think he likes you.
Would you like to find out how this feels? Because I will pull you down here too.
It's not how this works, Aki. This isn't how any of this works.
Oh no, Trixie! Hang on! Don't worry! Bark, bark, bark! Bark, 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 bark! Bark, bark! Bark, bark, bark!
And that causes magic to emanate from my barking and jumping around
It's dancing.
to close Trixie's wounds from the rat bite.
Very nice. So what is the stat for that ability?
I roll plus charisma.
And this is why the rules really...
It is a 10 with my -1 charisma.
Wow.
So,
Oh!
so there are no ill effects from it.
That's good.
You heal 1d8 damage.
Oh, do I roll a d8 or do you? Do you have d8s out? Because I have.
I have a d8.
And he's the one dealing the healing.
Sure, why not?
Yep.
He,
8.
he's
Oh,
the one doing the
perfect.
healing.
Wow, good deal.
Back up.
Bravo.
Just to point out, since I don't think we covered it for the audience's benefit, Sir Muntz is like a 13.5-pound talking dog. Just not your typical character.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, you had no. Oh yeah,
I didn't specify that before.
because we have both played with Sir Monks
Yes.
before.
So, but for the audience's benefit, yes, he's
He's a dog.
a
Yes,
fluffy
he's a little white
talking
dog.
Yes.
wearing leather armor
Yep.
with a sword. So anyway, yes.
That's my turn!
Well, that just makes it. That's why I have to protect
I
him.
would, so you cannot attack with your weapon. How would you like to proceed?
I would like. Let's see. I'm going to take my light cantrip. I assume I don't. It says I have to prepare spells, but am I assumed that I'm prepared?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to take my light spell, and I'm going to try to light something in like the center of the room.
Okay.
So I'm going to touch the floor,
Okay.
and it's going to glow a bright color, and I'm going to tell the rats, "Go towards the lights, my friends. You're already dead. We don't want to hurt you anymore."
Talk, I love you.
All right. So I want you
This is beautiful.
to roll your. That's so fantastic. I'm going to say the spell goes off. But let's roll your charisma to see how that goes.
Right.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
I got an 11. No bonuses.
The 5 rats that were moving towards you to harass you turn around sort of in undead surprise, and then are fascinated by the light at the center of the room.
Hmm?
These 5 rats move to the center of the room. Another 3 come out of hiding places and move to the center of the room as well. You all notice that one of those rats does not look like the rest.
One
It
of these
seems
things is
to
not like
be-
the others.
It,
Belong.
it seems to have the same level of decay, but it isn't mottled and brownish.
Wait.
Yes.
So are you saying that this rat, for lack of a better term, has a tumor coming off of its head that kind of looks like a crown, and one would assume
Maybe multiple heads?
no, singular head.
I'm going where yes.
Yeah, but it kind of
I'll give you-
has a red stripe along its back that looks like kind of a cape, and
I'll allow the rat king tumor.
thank you.
Let that happen.
Thank you.
But the other thing that you notice about this particular rat is that instead of the browns and grays of the other rats, it seems to be white, and there is steam coming off of it.
Rats aren't supposed to do that.
Nope.
Red claws. Yet
Yeah.
today.
No, I'm hacking and slashing again because that actually seemed to work last time.
Any specific?
I am
rat or
going
just
after
the
this
group?
rat king. I am going
Okay,
after
thank
this
you.
this one because that does not belong. Something's going wrong. Oh, 6. So no. So with us.
So the effort of you going in to get up close
Yeah.
makes a lot of noise. You charge past the or through the group of rats
Yeah.
who split like the Red Sea,
Ah!
and the Rat King, as it were, follows you along and bites into you. Roll d6. 2 damage.
Ah, what the? Ah! I did not need this.
Trixie.
Seeing all of this, I'm going to get up, take a look at all the grossness. I'm going to take out my bow and an arrow, and I'm going to see how many I can spear this way. And I'll line myself up with as many as possible and let go.
Very good. That is dex.
5.
What is the damage of your bow?
Just damage.
A D8.
Okay, roll a d8.
1.
1. Okay. You draw back your bow in order to take the shot. Aki shouts something,
Ah! Don't! Wait, oh, what? What?
distracting you.
Ah!
The arrow swings from its knock point to point at your arm
Oh no.
just as you let it go. Fortunately, it's only a grazing shot, and you take 1 point of damage.
Aki! I'm sorry.
Sir Muntz.
Don't worry. We totally got this. It's time for Sir Muntz to jump into the fray.
I'm gonna draw my rapier.
Okay.
Oh my god, yes! Yes! Best
So-
ever!
And much like many
Please.
of the legendary sword dogs
Yep.
wielding this sword,
in my mouth like this, and then I'm gonna run around and slash and stare up at the rats.
That's how he does it, people. That's how he does it.
Oh no! That's a 4.
That's beautiful. Can any of us hit these rats?
Wow.
What was that?
I rolled 2 1s.
You've killed her, dude.
Sir Muntz draws the rapier
And whoops, there it goes.
and bravely charges into the fray. In his excitement, he runs right through the same slippery muck that Trixie got into.
Oh no!
In the process of slipping, the rapier sticks into the dirt, causing Sir Muntz to go vertical
And
up over the rapier and into the air, hanging sort of upside down on the rapier by his teeth.
Oh.
2 of the rats see this as an opportunity. Roll 2d6.
8.
5 damage.
Okay.
Aki.
Guys, I'm starting to begin to think that all these rats might not be our friends. I think they're cursing us.
You think?
Well, you've slipped, and you've slipped.
No, no.
I-
Somebody put a puddle there, and
It was the-
totally intentional. This is all part of the plan.
I think it's the rats. I think they're cursed. And out of sheer panic, I send a magic missile at the king rat.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
Aki.
You cast that magic missile.
All right, so I roll for damage.
You gotta roll to hit.
So,
Oh, I gotta roll 2d6 first.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a cast a spell roll or something.
I got 5.
Do you add your int to that?
I do.
When you
or
release
do
a
I?
spell, you prepared roll plus int.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it's a 6.
Oh, I got a 6. There we go.
Oh.
Things happen when spells
Fail.
That's how siblings
well,
die.
are under 7.
Oh.
So, go ahead and read what happens when a spell goes awry.
Let's see.
So let's see.
This is that part where we don't know what we're doing, so we have to check.
Yeah.
The fun
So
thing
it-
about Dungeon World is all of the rules are on your character.
So it doesn't say anything about under 7,
Okay.
but it does have options for when you roll a 7 to 9 and it's choose one of these bad things.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the bad things?
You draw unwelcome attention or put yourself in a spot. The GM will tell you how. The spell disturbs the fabric of reality as it is cast. Take -1 ongoing to cast a spell until the next time you prepare spells. And then the other is after it is cast, the spell is forgotten. You cannot cast the spell again until you prepare spells.
Okay. So, you have forgotten that spell.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
And you have ongoing -1.
Oh
Oh
no.
no!
This isn't good.
What if we have to fight the darkness? We're never gonna win. No, no.
It's okay, Sir Muntz. The floor is still lit up, I believe.
For the most part, the rats are not paying attention to you. They're paying attention to the floor.
Never mind, we're
They're
screwed.
Like the moss
They're,
gone to the
they're
flame.
taking opportunity shots as you make a scene, but they're not. Okay, Red Claws.
Yeah, I'm starting to get pissed.
Starting
and
to.
yeah, just starting to.
What were you doing the last couple of rounds?
It was working, and now I'm gonna do it, and now it's gonna definitely work. Boom! 12 to hack and slash.
I presume you went up after
After the king again.
the big inn.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Righty. So I deal my damage of another 10, 11, and then I avoid their attack.
So
11 to the king.
okay.
11 to the king.
Charge, and you hit the large king-esque rat.
Yep. Tumor king.
You expect, with the amount of force that you have applied to this rat,
Yep.
for said rat to go splat.
He should.
And he does?
Do I knock half of his tumor off?
No. You Gallagher this rat.
Yes.
But instead of watermelon-style rat guts, this bluish wave explodes from the rat. It hits the other rats, who become ratsicles. Everyone takes 2 points of damage.
Okay.
As you are hit by this wave of freezing cold.
I fixed it.
But Winter.
I thought that we were going to be eating roasted rats, but it looks like we're having rat popsicles.
Yeah, you have fun eating undead rat.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm going to go get my beer from upstairs.
Sir Muntz, what do you think?
I'm a dog.
You
I
seem
don't
like
drink beer.
No, that's
So
why
would
I'm
you
having yours.
enjoy a ratsicle? It's meat.
It's undead meat. I'll get you an actual,
No,
I'll get you an actual, piece of meat.
I want steak.
Yeah, sure. You got it. Upstairs.
That's that. I'm gonna grab one of the ratsicles and bring it up and be like, "We took care of the rats."
Yes, as soon as I say, yeah, I'll get you one, and I'm, going up the stairs. I'm like, we did this. We're done.
I'm bringing proof.
We're done.
The bartender is confused.
Yeah, I kind of was, too.
But is appreciative of all the hard work you put into taking care of the rat problem, because the rats were really getting into the beverages and drinking the beverages and stumbling around. And why is that one so rotted?
They were all this way.
I haven't seen any dead rats down in the basement.
They were all dead. They were all undead.
Huh.
All of the rats you were keeping in storage expired a long time ago. You should really check the stores and throw out any expired food.
Yeah, and then I went after this big one that seemed to be leading it and squished it damn good, and it kind of froze everything else. So I don't know what you've got going on down there. I don't know what's going on with here, but there's no more.
However, you do have a cleanup on aisle 5, I would say.
And I would like my beer and a steak for Sir Muntz.
So the bartender prepares you all your drink and food items of choice. There is, as you settle in to eat and drink and be merry, there is a commotion at the door. The door opens, and it was when you came in, sort of a cool-ish fall, pre-winter evening. But this figure walks in, and snow seems to drift in the door as he closes it. looks around and sits down at a table. This individual is robed. The robes appear to be lighter, but it's hard to tell with the large cloak that is over his head. The one thing, other than the fact that he walked in with snow, that is particularly striking is that there is a large package of some sort strapped across his back. He sits down and waitstaff go over. And everyone in classic tavern fashion stops, looks at him, and then
Goes back to my drink.
Goes back to what they're doing.
Actually seeing him sit down, I'm just gonna make eye contact, do a little nod, and just go right back to my drink.
Anyone else feel the breeze coming in? Winter is coming.
Yeah, that asshole brought it with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what this reminds me of? This kind of reminds me of the rats downstairs when they were frozen. And those were going to be my friends. Maybe this guy will be my friends. And can I like do something?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to walk up over to him and I'm going to touch him on the shoulder and say hello, friend, while casting Charms Person.
You go right ahead and roll that and do that.
All right, so that's just said. What would that fall under? Any
Casting a spell.
casting a spell. So on a +10. I get 7, but I have the -1.
Right.
So I got
So-
6.
So you fail.
Well, or no, and then +1 for intelligence, so it's 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it works, but there's a complication.
Yes.
He knows and wonders why the heck you're casting magic on him.
Exposed to danger.
You touch the mysterious stranger on the shoulder. And he looks up at you. And sort of looks confused. You get a better look at him. He has his head is wrapped, so there's a wrap on his head, and it goes across his mouth. There is a traditional marking on his forehead, and
Sean, are you gonna be okay?
Sean's losing it because he knows who the character is.
Sean, are you gonna be okay?
There's totally
Okay.
an homage happening here, and he's losing it. Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm just looking for new friends, and you seem like a really friendly person. I know everybody got quiet, but that's obviously clearly because you're really cool.
The cool is a problem. You realize the cool is a problem.
Why? Is it because it's cold outside?
He leans
Baby, it's
close to
cold
you
outside.
and sniffs you.
Huh, I'm not used to this.
Seeing him sniff, go and sniff Aki, like, I like stand up and like hand on my hammer, but not like grabbing it. Just like not like, I'm very like, what's going on?
The figure, in reaction to your move,
Yep.
reaches on his back
Mm-hmm.
and pulls off of his back the package of whatever it was.
Okay.
The wrapping falls off. Pointed at you is a canoe.
What, is
Make
this a camp thing?
Make a move, and I swear to God I will bitch slap you with this canoe.
You'll beach slap me?
I will bitch slap you with this canoe.
Just making sure that everyone...
You killed it, didn't you?
Killed what?
The container.
The container? I don't remember seeing any container.
Are you talking about that rat?
Are you talking... Yeah.
You didn't know what it was.
He looked like my friend.
Yeah, Keith thinks everybody's his friend. Why don't you put a warning label on these types of things?
He swings the canoe and puts it back on his back.
Question.
Yes.
Would this person be an important creature related to the grand history of the known world?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'll have to... I can ask you a question about him.
Yes.
But I don't know what I want to ask yet.
Okay.
So.
You're considering what to ask.
Yes.
So just to really quickly, I rolled a 7 or 9 on that, so I get one of those 3 options according to my sheet again.
Yes. So which one would you like to pick?
I'm gonna choose... Alright, I'm gonna go with this spell disturbs the fabric of reality as it is cast. Take -1 ongoing to cast a spell until the next time you prepare spells.
So you are now -2 to spell casting.
We're really bad at our jobs.
Wizard
This is
who's
great.
getting progressively worse at casting
This is great. This is great. I wish that there was like more than just water in this cup, but I have to go to work after this.
At least I'm strong.
Okay.
He sort of sniffs at the air in your direction. You.
Yep.
You. Dog. You too. Sit.
I am sitting.
I slowly...
I'm staying sitting.
Okay, but he's directing at his table.
His table.
Right.
Oh, you mean over there? Can I grab some popcorn from the little machine back there first?
Fine, teacher.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So, okay, I need more of this first, and I'll be right there. I go up to the bar and get a refill. And then I go back and sit down.
Do you mind if I fill in some of the details of
I'm having a hard time trying to come up with a question that the player, doesn't already know the answers to.
So,
No metagaming, dude.
you recognize this individual by his description. There are legends, mostly related to winter festivals, about a mysterious messenger of one of the protectors of the realms. You can't seem to remember which. Who travels the multiverse in a magical canoe, which he also uses as a weapon to protect himself if he is ever attacked. You vaguely remember the name Mindu. as the name of this mysterious trans-dimensional guardian.
Excuse me.
Yes, dog.
Are you Mindu?
You have heard of my name.
I have all sorts of legends and tales about you. We're a big fan.
Well, you're a
Not
big
necessarily the
fan.
rest of these folks, but the organization I represent is a big fan of your work.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
So please, what can we do to help you?
There is a legend that, based on your scent, the four of you have stumbled into.
What do I smell like? Rat gut?
I knew I should have taken a better bath or cleaned up after falling in that
What does Red
stuff.
smell like? Being a dog.
I don't know,
Wait.
Sean, what does red smell
I'm
like?
gonna say Red at this point smells like
I'm
it's
interested.
like cold, crisp winter morning, mixed with a little bit of sour meat, with a sort of 2 weeks of working out at the gym, but then not showering.
Legit. Yup.
Plus something that could only be described as like a little hint of holiday magic. It doesn't transcribe very well to human senses.
Oh, so you mean cinnamon? And
Trees and
Cinnamon
such.
pine cones.
I smell like eggnog.
Oh God.
Stale eggnog.
Oh.
Once a year throughout the multiverse, a group of adventurers, without fail, will meet a mysterious foe, which has been cursed by the power of the great and terrible enemy of all children. This evil, undead creature can only be fully defeated by one man. Have you heard the story of Olaf the Barbarian?
Have I heard the story of Olaf?
Wasn't he some sort of barbarian?
I probably have.
Yeah, yes, you have.
Oh, that's right. We have. He seems to have made once or twice a trip to Jamora.
Where's Shamora?
He's where I'm from. We've been over this.
Right. And your organization thing and the dancing leaves and whatever, yeah.
Yes.
Can I roll to see how much I know?
Sure. Let's say wisdom.
Oh God, this is good.
And everybody can do the same.
Yeah.
To see if you've heard stories of this.
This is my worst one.
Hey!
Oh. 1. Would that be considered a nat 1 right there?
In this system, yes, that is a nat 1.
I know nothing.
8.
Okay.
8. Ow.
I didn't roll.
Right, if you knew already. So, the two of you have heard stories about some sort of winter barbarian. It's a children's story. It's a myth. It's far in the north who deal with the undead too much tell their children so they'll go to sleep at night.
What, they like say that like Olaf is taking care of that so that they can sleep soundly type of deal? Okay.
Okay.
He's what the boogeyman is afraid of.
So more stories.
Yeah, what do all of these kids' fairy tales and
Have you-
whatever have to do with?
You guys have seriously never fought
I'm
boogeymen?
banking your bad roll. You've heard the myth.
Nice! Ah, there we go.
You've heard of this mythical winter person, but you've never heard anything about a barbarian. So your answer about it in the barbarian is pretty darn close.
How do we find him? Do we want to find him?
Why do we have to find him?
Can't we just do his job for him?
Why do we have to do his job for him?
Because friends help friends.
Nah, dude, I'm not about doing somebody else's job for them unless there is some gold in it for me.
Because Olaf's he's like a superhero. He's even better than a regular hero.
You know, finding him might not be a bad thing. Maybe he could teach us some things.
Maybe.
You have a point.
How do
We're
we
kind of bad
find
at our jobs.
The more you talk, the more concerned Mindu looks.
Yes. So, again, why us?
Have you killed something recently that exploded into ice?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
There are ratsicles left if you're hungry.
Yeah. Tons of them in the basement. You want to go take a look?
Wait, we can eat them?
No, you really don't want to.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to.
You give those to people that we may not trust.
Every winter, a group of adventurers are chosen. That group appears to be you.
Who the hell chose us?
Does this mean more beer later?
Yes. Yes, Queen. That is the answer that I need to know.
To save the multiverse and all of the children in it, you must find the 5 artifacts of Olaf and bring them to where he sleeps to awaken him to fight the enemy.
Okay, good. You're right.
Perfect.
What are these artifacts? And where are they?
You will know them when you see them. I recommend you take an evening to rest and prepare yourselves for a journey.
Okay, where are we going?
How long is this supposed to take?
Hopefully, you will be able to complete it in the 1.5 ruos, the time of the gods.
Can we get that in like hours, days, weeks, preferably?
Dude, I'm not doing something like that for weeks. I'm not doing a wake-up quest.
Well, as characters, it's irrelevant, but as players, if y'all don't figure it out in the next hour and a half over the break, y'all gonna have problems.
Go.
Last time I had issues with timelines. Ugh.
Can I look through my books that I have and see if it has anything on how long exactly ruos are?
You look. You take this opportunity to look in some of your tomes, which you think are applicable, and the effort of trying to understand hurts your brain so much that you take 1 damage.
Oh, no.
Okay, do you know where we
I'm
should
not healing yet.
start off, at least?
I'm sorry, Lucky, but you kind of earned that.
Yeah, I do.
You shouldn't be delving into forbidden lore.
But I'm a wizard.
That's my job.
I'm a wizard, and I'm really smart, just not socially smart.
It's okay.
So what, are these things like daisy chained together? We get a clue for one the next time, and are they all together in one big horde together?
Are we looking for shiny things like a sparkle?
It is different in every experience.
Wait, every year it's different things? Dude, that is not good management skills.
It is a multiverse.
Yeah?
Multi. As in many, as in
Wouldn't his
lots.
tools be the same thing every year?
No.
The 5 artifacts you will know when you see.
Okay.
They will be clear to you when you arrive. For now, you should rest. Prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Are we going north, south, east, west?
Well, you figure that out.
To the
I'm gonna
middle.
go get another beer.
And pulling his hood up, Mindu stands up.
Red, wait, I'm coming to get a beer with you. This is going to be hard.
So how do you spend your evening before going to sleep?
Who does this dude think that he is? Sending us on this mission. Doesn't even know what we're looking for. For some reason, he thinks it's gotta be us.
Why do we have to do it then? He just says,
I'm
find
gonna ask
5
the bartender.
artifacts.
I'm gonna ask the bartender. What do you know about this? Cause you're the one that sent us down into the basement.
Hey, all I wanted you to do was kill rats. I didn't expect you were going to get caught up in some sort of multiversal nonsense.
Wait, you overheard that?
Of course he did. He's the bartender. It's his job to know these things of what's going on and being talked about in his bar.
Seems suspicious to me.
Aki, you trust everybody. You want everybody to be your friend, and this is the guy that you're concerned about?
Bartender is always your friend.
I don't know.
Yes, the bartender. The bartender keeps giving me ale. He is my best friend next to Sir Muntz right now.
Can I roll to see if the bartender is
about
hiding
me?
anything from us?
Sure.
All right. Would that be
Owe me your
intelligence?
life,
That would be
whether you admit it or not.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
but you got my back.
I
You know
got
you
you
did.
back. I'm never gonna admit that to you.
Oh, wow. I actually did okay. 9.
Like in real life.
I mean, his clothes aren't clean and he smells bad and he's got a boil on his bald pate, but other than being sour, he doesn't seem to be particularly untrustworthy, other than the fact that he sent you downstairs and had you fight things that weren't the way you described, and now you're stuck in some sort of a multiversal crisis. I mean, there's that, but
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I do trust him.
Okay then. So, do you know anything? You seem to know most stuff, Sir Muntz.
That's right. I'm the best investigator ever.
So do you know where we should start? I mean,
At the beginning.
I realize that that's a very good place to start, but
We just have to follow our noses.
come on, he set me up perfectly. What am I supposed to do with that duck?
All right.
I'm gonna have to stop laughing so much, it hurts.
You're not spitting water out your nose.
Okay.
It's okay, Hockey. I remember the time that we were at that tavern and the bartender actually turned out to be a ninja assassin.
See, I knew
What?
that I was rooted in something.
Your suspicion was somewhat justifiable. It's okay.
I pet Sir Munce behind the ears.
I'm tempted to make you roll for that.
Okay.
So is anybody doing anything else before they turn in for the evening?
Is this like D&D where everything refreshes after a rest?
To a degree, yes. I'm fairly certain there is a move.
I think it's rest. I don't actually have the general move sheet.
Oh, I have.
I was about to say.
I didn't print that one out.
Make camp.
Yes.
Wait, no, there's another one.
That's true.
I guess.
Yeah,
maybe-
when you settle into rest, consume a ration.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yep.
We are not somewhere dangerous. So if we don't have any XP, so when you wake up from at least a few uninterrupted hours of sleep, heal damage equal to half your max HP.
Will that affect my negative rolls on my attacks too?
So when do you prepare spells?
When you spend quiet contemplation of your spell book, you lose any spells you already prepared.
So an important factor, and I'm now doing math in my head. Three, 2, 2, 4. The
Okay.
number I just said is the amount of XP you have.
Okay.
Because I forgot.
That's right. When we fail, we get experience.
Whenever you fail, I get to have something bad happen to you, but you get experience.
Okay,
Okay.
so this doesn't count. Okay, cool. Yep, got it.
Yeah, that's that sounds right for me.
Yes. The more you screw up, the more you learn.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yep.
So do I have to choose different spells? Because I lose
So
any
yeah,
spells I
so
already
I'm
prepared?
I'm just
Lose any
gonna
spells,
keep
you
drinking.
prepare new spells chosen from your spell book.
for the evening.
Okay, so I
Whose
choose.
total levels don't exceed
You know,
your
have a
own
good
plus
meal
one.
too. You know, steak and
But,
potatoes. Get myself, you know,
Energy
set
drop.
up. You know, just
Well, so these are the spells
make
in
sure
your spell
that
book?
my
So those are the
hammer
only spells that you
edges
can
are
prepare.
all nice.
Okay, so I
and
can't use these two again.
nice and sharp and serrated at the edge,
Um,
at the edges of my hammer.
Well,
Oh, it has serrated edges.
so
it's
you
personal
can't cast
damage.
a spell again until you prepare spells.
Mm-hmm.
So you're preparing spells.
And
So you
yeah,
get
I'm
the
just
ability to cast
gonna
those again.
get
Gotcha.
ready and we'll go into our room.
I'm gonna keep trying to pretend to be your best friend.
And I'm going to prepare
there.
the spells
Think along with you.
and sleep.
Try and figure out where to go. Contemplate in my head. Something's telling me to go north.
Yep. So everyone's gone to sleep.
Yes.
Okay. I would like everyone to roll their constitution.
Hey! 8.
10.
7.
5.
Oh!
Sir Munce, you are woken up because instead of being snuggled up in your tavern puppy bed, you are cold. You awaken to find yourself outside with your group, all of whom are sleeping, on a river in a large canoe.
This is the best adventure ever! I look around. Is Mindu in the canoe?
Other than the group of the 4 of you, no one else is in the canoe.
Oh.
Are we in our beds or are we?
No, you're just like laying in the canoe.
Cool.
I just see this as, oh well, we're just starting our adventure early. I'm just gonna let that happen.
So everyone else is asleep. You've been awoken. Are you going to make a scene?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No. You haven't spent much time with your dog recently, have you?
What would baby Monty Boy do?
He actually sleeps through the night pretty much.
Would you like to borrow a cat?
In fact, he's usually waking everybody else up while he's asleep.
Actually, yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. He just kind of, yeah.
He has a tendency to kick.
Yeah. I slept with that dog. He jostles.
He's a kicker.
He jostles.
It's more that he squirms his way around and
Yeah.
wedges himself in places that he normally shouldn't fit, and then makes the space expand to accommodate himself.
He's a reverse cat.
Yes.
That's a very, very fair way to put that.
That said, I didn't really get some good rest, so
You got enough rest to get your benefits.
Oh, okay.
So
oh, in that case then.
everyone has rested completely.
Okay.
Cool.
But you wake up because you're cold and you're in a canoe.
Okay.
It's not a metal canoe, it's a wood canoe. So,
It's not a rig of bamboo.
So, my healing time does not say that I heal from my attack debuffs. Do I still get to have my -1s, or how's that?
so you have...
It's
You,
until
you
the
will
next
have-
time you prepare spells.
Oh, okay, I'm good.
So before you go to bed, you prepare
Yeah,
spells for the next day.
sorry, thank you.
Yeah, so
You're good.
you are back to 0 for your spell casting. Good thing.
Yeah. So,
You are on an ocean, or it looks like an ocean, because there's lots of water all around, with various flat icebergs sort of in the middle and further distances. The canoe is headed towards what you think you see through a gloomy fog to some sort of a land mass with what looks to be a cavern upon it.
Is the canoe propelling itself?
It is.
Okay. I'm going to say I unceremoniously clamber and climb over people to get to the front.
ah, my kidney. What are you?
And then sort of, stand up on the front and just lean and look off into the distance.
I'm perfectly visualizing this. It's wonderful.
This is appropriate behavior.
This is 100% appropriate
100%.
behavior. Yeah. And that's why I know exactly, because he always finds my kidney somehow.
So
Yes.
Sir Muntz has stepped on each of you, headed towards the
Yep.
front of the boat.
Ah, what is... What are we...
Welcome to adventure. We're on
No.
the ocean.
Am I in a
Wait.
dream?
Yes.
This has got to be a
in
dream.
looking and not seeing a horizon,
Trying to cover myself back.
I immediately start getting seasick.
Okay. Roll Constitution.
Dude,
Oh no.
I puke over the side.
Roll 1d6. Okay. Not a 5 or 6. 1, 2, 3. You vomit on up.
Oh!
Oh god, first I get waken up by
they're
this
also-
dog and then I get thrown up on?
There also appears to be this sick condition.
Yes. And you have the sick condition.
Yeah. Sorry, RP just had to have it.
No,
Had to have it.
Okay.
Yep.
No,
It's all
perfect.
good.
It's all good.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Sir Muntz, can you help me out a bit here? I'm covered in vomit. And I hear that dogs like you enjoy that kind of stuff.
That is horribly offensive.
Dude! Like, through my, like,
I'm sorry. It's with the water. There's water here.
I'm like,
Use
yeah,
the
like
water
the
here.
first spew totally gets on you.
You can cast prestidigitation.
That's only gonna make it look like it's not there.
No, it's
Oh, I
in-
can
No,
clean
it's
with
in.
No, you can
prestidigitation,
clean
yeah.
yourself
No,
with
you
it.
straight up clean yourself. Yeah,
Master
dude.
said
I
you can
clean
swallow yourself
myself
with
with
anything you want to.
prestidigitation. Sorry to offend you, Sir
sorry.
Muntz. I'm learning.
I'll allow it. This spell is cast.
The spell is cast, the cleaning's done. I wasn't trying to be funny on that one.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Mr. Gift Master Person, that cave up in front seems pretty important. Can you give me a fact about the history of that location?
I certainly can give you a fact about the history of the location. It is very clear that you are no longer in the same plane as the inevitable wanderer.
Oh dear.
The elements of the space that you are in is ethereal and cold in a way that is not natural. And this is something that in particular you notice with your dog senses.
Does he need us?
You aren't entirely sure where you are, but you're certainly not in Kansas anymore. Proverbially.
What's Kansas?
His name is Muntz, not Toto.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he's a little white dog, not a little black dog.
That's right.
I think you were right. I think we are in a dream.
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
The
go back to
land-
bed then.
The land ahead of you begins to clarify, and you do see it looks like an island. There's sort of a fog around it. It is jagged looking with ice outcroppings growing further back past a relatively flat area around. It's hill-sized, but its shape is very mountainous.
I've heard about this place before.
And there is a cave mouth.
Can I take a moment to just survey that area?
Absolutely.
See how this goes. Five.
Are there bad things that are described as...
It says, well, it just says, when you spend a moment to survey a dangerous area, roll plus dex on 10 plus, hold 3, 7 and 9, hold 1, and then that is it.
Okay.
There's nothing.
Okay.
I don't get to know anything.
You don't know anything.
It's so strange here that it's difficult for you to survey. I mean, it's flat and jagged, and it's archetypical, but it's wrong, and it's difficult to sort of wrap your head around.
If I like tilt my head this way, it looks one way. But if I look at it this way, it looks completely different.
I'm gonna use detect magic because I have that as a cantrip.
Go for it.
Like, I'm trying to do it too, and I'm like,
Wait, do you?
Yeah, magic is a natural breath to detect magic as
Oh.
a cantrip.
Ah, because you are an elf.
So I got 4, and I don't think I get any pluses to that.
Okay. You do detect magic. The canoe.
Guys,
Also friendship.
I guess technically you would have a +1 because it would be cast a spell.
oh,
The
yeah.
greatest
Yeah, you're
element
right.
of harmony.
So I technically got a 5.
Okay.
Not that that changes anything. And so,
The canoe.
guys,
Magic.
this canoe is magic.
No.
I mean, did you go to bed in a canoe?
No, I don't even really think I'm awake right now, to be honest.
So of course it's magic.
You got me
That's
there.
a fair point, though. Yeah, no, didn't go to bed in the canoe. Don't know if I'm awake.
The canoe arrives at the shore and sort of beaches itself so that it's stable on the shore.
I hop out.
I will follow Sir Muntz.
Is the ground covered in snow?
It is.
Oh no, my feet are cold.
I searched the
Should
canoe.
worn your mittens.
I don't have mittens or boots.
Well, you should
It
fix
is
that.
a canoe. It has been carved out of a single piece of wood. You're glad that no one got bitch slapped with it because it would probably hurt.
Hoping to find some boots.
Pitch slapped. That's what it should have been.
Oh, come on. That's a joke that's been sitting for like 15 years. That's a shame. It's all right.
I'm in pain tonight. Let's leave it up to that.
Okay. So as you approach the cave,
Yes.
it's going to take you some time, but you make your journey. And as you make your journey to the mouth of the cave, buried in the snow, you see objects. A discarded spring wrapped in cloth, a broken box, a shattered plastic shape in some sort of frozen sugar mixture.
What is this? The Island of Misfit Tools?
Is there a giant serrated sword with a big scary looking helmet and a dead dwarf next to it? Wait, I'm sorry, it's the wrong game.
Totally wrong.
Or is it?
Sorry, I have a limited time to do all of these.
What looks like some sort of a carriage, but it has squared wheels and it has been broken in half.
I'm gonna sniff all these objects and implements because they look very interesting.
Could they be artifacts?
I don't know.
Well, they
Probably not, because they look terrible.
Well, they
Well,
said
artifacts
that
can be anything. They're supposed to be old.
they said that we'll know when we see it.
Guys, I think I know where this carriage comes from.
What?
I've read in my books before about this that somebody named Santa Claus had a carriage something like this.
Could you be related?
No,
Really?
no.
Oh, I thought all of classes were related.
I pronounced it wrong.
That is so like not okay.
You arrive
But-
No.
No.
at the mouth of the
You're
cave.
right. You're right. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
You look into the cave. There are lots of things to see within the cave and to process and to figure out. But there are two things that are most striking. Thing number one,
And thing number 2.
at the center of the cave, in a shaft of moonlight, is an old withered tree upon which is hung a red fur cloak lined with white fur along the edges and a hood that is blowing in the wind. The second thing you notice is a strange sound. A roar and a bounce and a roar. And with that, we're going to take a short break. Stay tuned to the Adventures Holiday Special.
Oh God, we're all gonna die.
Yay! After these messages, we'll be right back.
Tommy says he wants to play with his new game all day.
All day? Good thing Santa brought the Energizer.
Of all leading brands, nothing outlasts the Energizer from Eveready. Nothing outsnaps it. Nothing out-adds, out-walks, out-plays, out-tapes, outshines, outlasts it. Nothing.
The Energizer even outlasted Allison.
The Energizer, energize for life.
Long life. Energize me.
Coming Wednesday night, the Christmas classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. See Santa Claus and an incredible snow monster in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Merry Christmas!
Wednesday at 8/7 Central and Mountain. Here on CBS.
A special Christmas gift from Radio Shack. The TRS-80 color computer at $100 off.
Instant loading program packs turn our color TV into a game arcade.
The color computer is also an education center.
There are over 30 games available.
And it's perfect for home management.
She's right. With a programmable, expandable computer, you can do more than just play games. Like our son's even learning how to program.
Save $100 on the TRS-80 color computer, only at Radio Shack, the computer experts.
You know what I got for Christmas? A bad cold. Picked up a cough over Los Angeles, stuffy head over Denver, aches over Chicago. Mrs. Claus brought me all these medicines. All I need is NyQuil Vicks Nighttime Colds medicine. Got that in Boston. NyQuil alone relieves the same symptoms as all these, so I can get the rest I need.
Got everything?
Yep. NyQuil alone does it all. She's the best present I ever got.
Will the Grinch pinch Santa's biggest day? How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Then the Man of Ice Who Will Melt Your Heart. Frosty the Snowman. 2 Christmas classics Saturday.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and there in the house, the kitten discovered the new Commodore's mouse. Now touch the mouse to do what you choose. The mouse makes the Commodore simpler to use. Educate. Entertain. Put thoughts together. The world's best-selling family computer just got better. So bring home the new Commodore 64 now. A Commodore Christmas to all. And to all,
Always ready.
I'm ready to make new friends.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Bouncing monster.
And
welcome back to the 8-Bit Adventures Holiday Special Adventures Special.
How to save Christmas with 5 easy artifacts.
I am Matthew Tucker, your gift master for this evening, and the party is here around, about to deal with something that growls and bounces.
It's bouncy, 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 fun, 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 fun.
Between you and the fur cloak comes this massive 15-foot tall, fur-covered creature. It has angry black eyes on a blue wind-scoured face surrounded by white fur. It has massive claws the size of short swords, and it roars at you, and notably has no teeth. Come on.
I'm going to defy danger.
Okay.
I'm just going to bolt forward, going as fast as my little doggy legs can carry me, which is pretty fast. And try and run through the big creature's legs and then jump and try and get the cloak.
Okay.
So I'm going to do this with dexterity. That is an 8.
Okay.
So according to what this says, you will offer me a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice.
So the beast swipes at you and misses. And as you are running for the cloak, you notice the beast refocus its attention on Aki. The beast is clearly going to attack the unprepared wizard, and it's going to hurt. You can probably distract the beast and keep it from landing its blow, seeing as Aki's trying to make friends with a 15-foot toothless horror.
Big fuzzy friend.
Kitty!
Yeah.
Can't bite you.
Or
I'm on fire tonight.
you can leave him to his
mauled.
fate and get one of the 5 artifacts of which Mindu was speaking.
There's no way that I'm going to leave Aki to his fate. I'm going to bork, bork, bork. And repeatedly jump against this monster's ankle. Or what I presume is what I can reach. Bork, bork, bork. And then roundhouse kick and bork, bork, bork. And roundhouse kick and bork, bork, bork.
You thought this one might be friendly, Aki. This one is not friendly. This one wanted to stab you with its knife hands. Fortunately, it seems momentarily distracted by from the effort by the bork, bork, bork at its feet.
Let's see. I think I'm just going to decide, I'm going to yell out, I'm going to go, I wanted to be your friend! And then I am going to shoot my magic missile at it.
Okay.
I got a 7 plus 1, so that'd be an 8.
Hey, good deal. What is the damage of the magic missile?
It is 2d4s.
Very good. Roll them d4s.
Can I have a d4, please?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
More hellfire dice.
Take this, you big fluff! And I got a 6. Do I get... Yeah.
It hits it very solidly. But in the process of hitting it, you draw its attention and it takes a swipe at you. Roll a d10.
Oh no!
Is this my... No, this is my d10. There we go. I got an 8.
You take 8 damage.
Oh.
That isn't deadening damage, is it?
No, I'm at 9.
Okay.
Whew. Level 1. Level 1. Level 1. So, seeing that it's going, seeing what they've done, I am going to words. Yes. I am also going to defy danger by powering through these guys to get to that cloak.
Okay.
10.
Very good.
I do what I set out to do, and the threat doesn't come to bear.
You charge past the beast.
Mm-hmm.
You get the cloak.
Yes.
When you touch the cloak,
Yep.
through an affect of magic, it's sort of, when you take it into your hand, it removes itself from your hand and doesn't crawl like in a creepy fashion, but moves
Sort of.
itself up onto your shoulders
Onto my little halfling shoulders.
and fastens itself around your neck, sizing to be appropriate.
Oh, I was gonna say, Nin, am I gonna be like, can we like get on top of each other's shoulders and like two
halflings in a cape.
halflings in a trench coat type of deal?
The hood comes up upon your head.
Oh.
There are several effects of this cloak.
Okay.
Effect number 1. You may walk through walls.
Uh-huh.
Effect number 2. You take -1 ongoing to your dex.
Okay, so now I have a -2 then?
Yes.
Cool.
The reason for that is because we'll say you fill out a little. 3.
Even more? Like I'm built pretty.
You find yourself hungry. And that hunger can only be resolved by cookies and milk.
Yep.
You know, they say that Olaf's belly is like a bowl full of jelly, but this is more like a bowl of ready whip.
Good.
Can't stop, won't stop.
That is this entire campaign tonight. Okay. Cool. That's different. Okay, where can we get cookies?
Oh,
We're gonna get out of here and get some cookies.
We're fighting a battle right now.
No, we're running.
Okay.
The 4th effect is that the creature turns and is now paying all of its attention to you.
Yeah, I kind of figured that one. Yeah.
Trixie.
Oh. We got one artifact, and we need to get out of here. Alright, I'm gonna take my arrow, or my bow, and shoot an arrow straight at the back of its head, because I'm assuming I'm right behind it now, because it's
Yes.
turned around.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, volleying for that. Shoot an enemy? Okay.
I will give you a +1 because you're circumstantially
Because you're the gift master and you can.
surprising it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm giving you the gift of +1.
Phew. Means I take away that.
Hey!
11.
Ooh! What's the damage of your bow?
D8.
All right, roll that D8.
7.
Nice!
The beast roars in pain and anger and does not refocus itself. It's still focused on the bearer of the cloak. But you hit it pretty solidly in the neck. and it's not down, but it looks like it's being adversely affected.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Munz.
Aki looks pretty roughed up. So I'm gonna run around and I'm gonna go bork, 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 bork.
There we go. I was waiting for that.
And I'm gonna weave my borks into an arcane art. And try and heal Aki. Oh no! I got one!
He's just off tune.
No healing.
He's just.
The statistics are against them, but their dice hate them tonight, too. I may be the gift master, but I'm getting all of the presents tonight. Sir Munz barks at you.
What are you trying to tell me?
No.
Is Timmy stuck in a well?
I can talk, you know. I'm trying to heal you.
I don't think it's working.
Well, clearly not. But we should get out of here.
We can still be friends nonetheless.
Yes.
I angrily decide to hack and slash our enemy with my staff.
Okay.
Can I drink a potion before that?
Sure.
Okay.
You have a potion to drink?
He has
I
four
do.
potions?
I have 4 potions.
He opted for the book and 3 potions as opposed to
All right.
armor.
Okay, well, all right.
Which reminds me, what does armor do? Aside from have weight.
Armor subtracts its value from the damage that you would take.
Oh.
So, for example, if you roll...
That's cool.
If you roll 6 damage, or 6 damage is rolled against you, you only take 4.
Okay.
Good to know. Mm-hmm. I have a 2 on my armor.
I'm going to remind you all again, none of us have played this before.
We legitimately finished making our character sheets, like,
I just didn't know
on
'cause it-
stream.
It wasn't listed anywhere else on the sheets. That's all.
So, how much do I heal? It doesn't tell me. Do I heal completely?
Oh. Yeah.
So you drink a healing potion. So that is an item. And let's say, for the sake of the narrative, that it's a D6.
Okay.
2d4 plus 2.
So we're going D6?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I got a 1.
Make it a 2.
All right.
Somebody watered down the
Is
healing
that
potion.
is that a bonus action or is that my full action?
You can do that and hit the thing.
Yes. All right.
You can chug and smack.
I'm coming at you now because
Hit him with your potion bottle. Bring the potion bottle over his ankle, or his kneecap, or whatever you can reach.
this is for Sir Munson
Over his
not being able to
nose.
communicate clearly.
What? I love it. What?
Let's see. I get, seeing as this is a hack and slash, I get
Plus strength.
4 plus 2, which is 6, and that does not look like that's going to be good.
No.
I believe that sets me at your, let's see, 10 damage.
Yeah.
I think it's just you get attacked. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get 1 XP.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And
Forgot about that.
and the beast grabs your staff and punches you. Roll the D8.
Right in the nose.
I get 1 XP for that, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's only if we totally fail, right?
Right.
Okay.
6 and under, you get an XP.
Okay. That's not good. I got a 6.
6 damage.
Oh, son.
Okay. I am, I am going to, no, I'm actually gonna defy danger again, but I'm gonna use my quick thinking and just yell out and try and be intimidating and try and be powerful. Stop!
Okay.
It's paying attention to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Defy danger with your charisma.
With my charisma.
Because you're yelling at it and you're trying to intimidate it.
10, 11.
Oh my goodness.
It responds much like I'm responding.
Yeah.
In shock.
Yeah.
And confusion. And it sort of works its toothless mouth for a moment and lets go of Aki's staff and jumps in your direction, over you, puts its legs up in the air so it lands butt first, and it bounces deeper into the cave.
I can't.
I'm gonna push it back towards the canoe. Run!
Moral of the story, Bumbles bounce.
Oh no. I'm so angry right now.
I'm actually really surprised that works. Not even gonna lie. I was not expecting that to work as well as it did.
Do either of you have any methods of non-magical healing?
No.
I have one healing potion.
No, that's okay.
I have 3.
I'm gonna try and
I'm here for hitting
just sort
things.
of howling on the way back to the canoe as trying to once again heal Aki's wounds
Go for it.
with magical howling. That is... Nope, that's a 5.
What are you trying to say to me?
No, I'm... It's a performance.
That's what you call it?
Trot. Just back to the canoe. No, I'm not even responding to that.
So, the 4 of you get to the canoe.
Yep.
And the canoe removes itself from the shore and begins to turn around. And it heads into a fog bank.
Okay.
Oh boy.
The fog is thick. Sir Muntz, roll your wisdom.
Oh, well, that's great. That's a 10.
That is great.
Is this discern realities?
It isn't necessarily.
All right.
You enter the fog bank.
Okay.
And you can't see where you are going. Everyone can sort of see in the canoe. You smell food.
I smell chicken.
Are there any cookies?
You sure you don't smell bacon?
You sniff underneath one of the seats. And you swear that this was an empty carved canoe with nothing in it.
Which one of you was holding out on me?
There is a box with a bow on it underneath one of the seats, and it smells like food.
I'm going to grab at one of the the ribbons that's coming out of the knot and just try and pull at it with my mouth.
Yeah, see.
Since I have no thumbs.
I did it myself, but I don't have thumbs.
Yum, 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 yum.
Roll dex.
8.
You remove the ribbon and are unable to open the box because you have flopped adorably and tangled yourself in the ribbon.
Seeing that,
The box is open, however.
I would have helped him.
The box is open. I'm just gonna try and squirm my way over to the box. Just,
I would have helped him like get on.
You try to help him, but you look in the box.
Mm-hmm.
The box is full of frosted cookies.
No! Have y'all ever seen me actually go after cookies? 'Cause that's what it looks like. I want a cookie. Yeah, not mine. Huh?
Can I have a cookie too?
Only if you have some milk.
I don't.
Sorry, I'm like moving the cookies around. Is there any-
Maybe if we find the next one, they'll milk will magically appear in the canoe like the cookies did.
Is this under like a seat that has been carved out?
Yes.
In the,
Yeah,
I'm going to look
it's-
under another seat and see if there are cookies, if there is milk.
Roll wisdom.
Are there any cookies left?
6.
There is a tray with 4 empty glasses on it that was not there before underneath the other seat.
Empty. I pick up one of the glasses.
Fred, did you leave any cookies for the rest of us?
There,
Oh no, the box is in my hands.
propped up.
Cookie, please.
you don't feel so overwhelmed by the hunger for cookies that you're not willing to share.
That's actually going to be my question. Like, is eating like half of these cookies like gotten me like?
No, like you've had 3 or 4 cookies in your gut.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You've got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I use detect magic on the cookies.
You go for it.
Nom, nom.
Nah, dude, I just went into it. I just went all the way.
So 8.
There is a strong healing magic emanating from the cookies.
I want to eat the cookie. Because C is for cookie. That's good enough for me.
There are enough cookies for everyone to get their HP back up.
Woo!
I just ate cookies to eat cookies, dude. Like.
You carb loading. You got a journey to make.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold on to mine till later.
Is it when I pick up the glass? Does it do anything?
No, it's an empty glass.
And there's no saucer, pitcher.
No.
We'll get you some milk.
Yeah, I want some milk to go with the cookies.
We'll get you a milk stout.
Trixie, you notice it's getting warm.
Oh.
Like it was cold, and then it was cool, and now it's starting to get... It's headed towards balmy. It's still foggy, but now it's...
Oh, it's like foggy on the morning on a lake.
Yeah.
In the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we in warm milk?
I
You are not.
Okay.
Do you want to be?
No.
Not really.
Okay. I mean, you can be if you want to be.
No.
I was wondering if that's where the
I
steams
know
go,
her
the fog.
character wants to be, but no.
I mean, that would be yeah. No, my character totally. Yeah. Go for it.
It's getting a little warm here. That capey thing getting a little hot and heavy there, friend.
It's kind of will it let me take the cloak off, the hood off?
Yes.
Okay. Like,
You can't remove the clasp, but you can take the
but
hood
I can
off.
take the hood off. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know. I can't really take it off. I don't know. Maybe this is so that we don't lose it. Something. I don't know, but it is starting to get a little bit warm.
Well, just be careful of heat exhaustion. It's a thing.
The fog begins to clear, and you are coming up on a rocky beach.
I get up front.
Yeah.
Wind.
There sure seems to be a lot of beaches on this trip.
Red Claws, what do you see other than this rocky beach?
So, upon this rocky beach, it's very much like not like the rocky of like big rocks you think of. It's like it's a big like rocks like the size of your fist, so just enough to be annoying when you're walking on kind of rocky beach. And it goes up quite a ways, and there's actually like not really what I would call necessarily seaweed, but something kind of interspersed along this beach as well, to looking like it, you know, it came left there by the tide. And up in kind of what would be the center of this island-style mass is this other, like, slightly wooded area. And at the edge of the woods and the beach is a gingerbread house.
She just wants to eat gingerbread.
I totally do.
You just want more cookies.
I totally do.
I think I've read about this in one of my books. And I think I actually have a thing that I can do here, which is spout lore when I consult accumulated knowledge about something.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
Spout some lore.
And this gingerbread house is owned by an evil witch, similar to that of Hansel and Gretel. And so this witch, though, is actually really kind, and she makes you a bunch of cookies, but you have to be careful not to eat them, because they'll kill you.
Who the?
But
What kind of messed up person would do that?
But she'll be friends with you.
But what kind of messed up person? Like,
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
do this to
Wait, no, sorry, plus int.
Oh, okay, that's
less
better.
bad.
I'm mixing it up with discern reality.
8, which is 7, 9 on a.
Nope, one lower.
Oh, right. 7, 9 will only tell you something interesting.
It's up to you to make it useful.
So you tell me something interesting.
I think what you said is pretty solid on. I've got some. I see where this is headed.
Excuse me, Gift Master.
Yes.
Can you also give us one fact about the history of this location?
I set this up real good, folks.
So again, you're in a place that's clearly not normal. It is.
Have we jumped planes again?
You may have.
Oh no! I think we went from the Shadowfell to the Feywild.
The heat you are experiencing is a dry heat. It's not.
Oh, thank
the-
goodness.
The moisture of the fog seems to have passed now that you've gone through the fog.
Dry heat's like your oven. That's not always a comfortable place to be either.
Who's spending time in ovens?
This
We'll find
We
out.
are if the witch turns out to be pregnant.
particular island
Don't eat the cookies.
No, I plan on eating the
In
entire
addition
house.
to the lore that was shared by your wizard friend, also is rumored to be the home of a fire giant of some renown. And while this fire giant does not tend to be aggressive, per se, he is very deity-esque in his desire to spread fire and heat and burning and...
Oh, no.
Is he Calcifer?
No.
No, I anticipate a musical number.
Not again. We know that those don't work by now. Why do you keep singing?
I didn't say it was my musical number.
But you're our bard.
See, I just, my eyes just keep getting bigger as we get closer to this beach.
I love this game.
So, what's the party doing? Is the party approaching the gingerbread house? Or
Oh, absolutely.
Course?
We are out the boat. I am
ready.
I think we should leave Red Claws behind because she has, ever since she got that cloak, it really looks like that she just really wants to continue to eat cookies. And like I read from my book...
maybe there's some milk in the house.
But the book that I read, it told me that you can't eat the cookies, and I'm really worried, so I think we should keep her back here for now.
I got an idea.
Let me check for, I would say, I'll check for a trap. Let's see if this house is trapped. Maybe it's different.
Okay.
Maybe it's not from the house.
I was just gonna knock on the front door.
I mean, we could do that too, but let me see if it's trapped first.
Okay.
Okay? So I am going to use my trap expertise.
Nice.
10.
So you go around the house and examine the house. It is a, can't believe you're thinking this phrase, but an average gingerbread house. Made.
I mean, so this isn't like, you know, the
it's-
gingerbread houses that are winning competitions. This is like your stock gingerbread
Well,
house.
it is a very archetypical gingerbread house.
Sugar
You know,
glass
with sugar glass panes and frosting masonry and
Gumdrops.
gumdrop details. The building is not trapped in any way, but in the process of determining whether or not it is safe to enter the building, you see 3 individuals inside the building. One of the individuals matches the description of the witch that Aki gave. She has been tied to a chair. Moving about the kitchen space, looming over her, is one... They are 2 large cookie people, one of whom is standing guard and looking menacing, and the other one is sharpening a set of meat knives.
Are these cookie people? This matters.
or do they look like essentially like 5 foot tall gingerbread folk?
They are not stereotypical gingerbread.
Are we talking Shrek's gingerbread man?
Yeah,
or...
we're not talking gingerbread man. These are more gingerbread golems.
Okay.
Okay. So like made out of like the shaped clay as
Yes.
or the shaped gingerbread like dough
Yes.
from instead of
They're thinner than a normal human would be, but they're not like flat cookie style.
kind of like in Sabrina the Teenage Witch where they make the dough man for the dance.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow, that's digging deep on the references. Okay.
Knew it.
I did.
So, I'm naturally very charming, and you get people to open up. So what if we just politely knock on the door? We see what's going on.
I just want to see if they have some milk.
I just don't think you should sing.
No, I won't sing. I won't sing. That hurts, Aki.
I know you're trying your best, but you still have a long way to go.
Look, it's a new skill, okay? I don't have magic back in Jamaica, right? But plan B is if we have these essentially big cookie monster type things, or then we just let Red go crazy.
But remember what we read in the book where don't eat the cookies?
Yeah, but I don't think that the witch made these.
But are these cookie people?
They could be rebelling.
I don't think that the witch made these.
The witch, it sounds like not a good person. So maybe we just move along and
Should we?
ignore what's happening.
But how do we know she's not a good person?
I mean,
Yeah, how do we know that these aren't all just terrible stories?
it's possible, but stories, like,
According to Aki's report, the witch is actually pretty friendly.
She does want to be your friend. You just can't eat her cookies.
No, see, I can't eat her
Come
cookies,
on.
but I can eat her milk.
Roll with
9.
9.
9!
you get a whiff of peppermint. And when I say like a whiff of peppermint, it is archetypical peppermint.
Mm-hmm.
Your nose is telling you that this is no candy cane or candy that you are smelling. This is something unusual. So maybe this is not one of those things that you see, and perhaps one of those things that you smell when you know it.
I smell magic. It smells like peppermint.
Is it friendship? Because friendship is magic.
Maybe. Does friendship smell like peppermint?
MLP joke tonight. See how many we can get
It smells
in.
like very powerful peppermint.
like, we're gonna know it when we see it, peppermint?
Well, in this case, know it when I smell it.
Okay.
Trot, 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 up to the front door.
Yeah, I just want to see if she has some milk. I'm not going to eat her cookies. I've got more cookies on the boat, but I want some milk.
You know what, guys? I think that these people could be our friends. I punch a hole in the door. Hello, new friends.
Roll that strength.
Aki, I appreciate you.
He's been hoping for a strength roll all night.
Yes, after that
All
dump,
night.
after that dump switch.
Uh-oh. 5, 7.
Oh no.
Can't get stuck in the door.
Yes, actually. Am I that transparent?
No, that's exactly what I would imagine if you were able to get through the gingerbread house, but not.
He punches clean through the door. And punches the door so hard that it cracks the frosting hinges. And removes the door from its frame. It hasn't detached from his hand.
He's got an awesomely huge bracelet now.
I got a canoe!
Aki, you now have a tower shield and a gingerbread.
Does this add to my armor?
Honestly, at this point, I think yes. Yes.
How much armor does this door give me?
A shield gives you you +1 armor.
It does.
So
you have +1 armor as long as your fist is in the door.
Thank you, Aki.
You cannot use your staff, but you can cast magic through the door.
Can I hit people with the door?
it is technically
maybe-
big enough to be like a tower shield.
Maybe push them around.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
opposed to-
I'm not against that.
I
but I love how like off
Can
the
I
hinges this
full-fledgedly
has
run into one of the gingerbread with the door up into the wall and then ask the witch if she's in danger?
Yes.
Oh no, the plan's falling apart.
Please do, and roll your strength to do it, because I think that's the most appropriate stat for this situation.
Oh boy, 8, 9, 10.
Yay!
He got a success! Holy moly!
Somebody succeeded besides me!
It's a Christmas miracle! You charge the gingerbread person who is sharpening the knives. You ask the witch if she is in danger. She looks at you. She looks at the knives. She looks at the gingerbread people. Yes, Sonny, I most certainly am in danger.
Are you my friend, though?
Save my life and Moosey!
Okay. Do I deal damage to the gingerbread?
Roll a d4.
4.
Nice.
Wow, and there's the rolls we've been waiting for all evening.
There we go. There we go.
Red
Yes.
Claws.
It's time for you to crumble.
The intimidating gingerbread person turns to the door and charges you, fists raised.
Yeah, I am going to just like got my hammer and I'm like, okay, I can't eat you. Do you have any milk? And looking at like as I like swing towards them with a hack and slash.
Roll that strength.
6.
Okay, so 1 XP.
Yep.
You hit the cookie person. This cookie person does not appear to have been fully cooked.
It's a little underdone.
The hammer sort of settles into its torso. And it swipes at you, roll a d6.
6.
And hits you and does 6 damage.
Okay.
That's one doughy boy.
There we go.
Trixie.
I'm gonna go over to the witch and I'm gonna just follow Aki and trust Aki, and I'm gonna start to untie the witch. What would that be? Would I do anything for that?
That would...
Oh, tricks of the trade, like a
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That is an appropriate use for that.
I love this gingerbread house I made.
2.
Oh no.
Somehow tie her
2.
tighter.
You go to untie the witch, and you realize as you're trying to untie the witch that the witch has not been tied with rope. The witch has been tied with, like,
Licorice.
spray. Yes, sure. Let's go with that. And the
Courtney knows her candy.
and the heat from your hands is causing it to melt. So not only have you not untied the witch, but you have gotten yourself stuck in place behind the witch.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I tried. I'm sorry.
Sir Muntz, this looks like a liquor-ish situation. You might be able to get her free by licking the liquor-ish.
Don't patronize me.
But what if it works?
I'm gonna run up and just bite the licorice.
Is licorice safe for dogs?
And just,
As long as it's not the chocolate kind.
I'm a magic dog.
Okay.
If it's magic
Just looking out for your health, buddy.
And yeah, I'm just gonna gnaw on the licorice.
Okay. I'm gonna call that.
I can really use some guidance on what this would be, because I certainly don't know.
An absurd roll because
No.
I.
Idea?
Yes.
Constitution?
I was thinking that actually. I would head towards. It's a constitution.
Because that's a lot of candy.
It is.
I'm not eating it.
No, but you're still having a. Have you like gone at like an actual bit of good licorice? Cause it takes a chew.
I'm stuck to the licorice.
Oh, I want to run a Candyland one shot.
Aki, you've got a pinned gingerbread person. Two of your party members are stuck to the witch licorice. And
The
you've
licorice?
and the other gingerbread person is undercooked.
With a hammer.
What are you gonna do?
With a hammer sticking out of their
What
tummy.
are you gonna do?
So I think the only logical option here is my hand is still through the door. The door still exists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to open up my hand, kind of like Dragon Ball Z style, and I'm going to magic missile on
At point blank range.
Point blank range.
Go for it.
Can it even dodge this? Like,
I will give you a +1 to this,
So
in addition to whatever other bonuses you have.
so for spells, I get +1.
Circumstantially.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I have to choose one of these. I'm going to choose.
So I am gonna narratively handle this.
Okay.
Your magic missile bursts from your hand and shatters the cookie person. Unfortunately, the force of the blast also shatters the door.
I've lost my door.
You have lost your door armor.
And that's how the cookie crumbles.
There we go. There we go. This is just beautiful. I did not realize how beautiful and perfect this was going to be when I set this up.
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy with how this is turning out.
Red Claws, you're up.
Yes. So I am going to, like, brace. I want to actually try and do it, but that will literally damage me for a week. I want to, like, brace my leg up against their chest and, like, pull my hammer out.
Okay.
To almost, like, do, like,
Okay.
hit again.
You go for it.
Okay. 9 for that hack and slash.
Okay.
10. Serrated edges.
Aha! Roll your damage.
4.
Okay.
At your option, Courtney, you could deal extra damage, but expose yourself to attack.
Yeah.
Or you could just not get attacked.
No, I'm not gonna get attacked. I'm sorry. I don't want to be,
Okay.
Nope. But yeah.
So you do 4 damage as you tear your hammer out
Mm-hmm.
and give it a solid blow, the cookie thing becomes amorphous and tries to sort of recenter its body.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Trixie, you're
I'm stuck.
you're stuck.
Oh.
You can use strength to try and brute force your way out of this,
Sure.
or dexterity to try and use your thieves' skills to get your way out of this.
I'm gonna try and brute force
Yeah.
the way out of this
That's
one.
what I expected.
No, 7.
Okay.
7. Okay.
Roll a d4.
You don't have any D4s out?
No, I wasn't expecting to need one.
I'll find one in there.
4.
You pull yourself free of the licorice with such force that it sends you flying across the room and you smash into a wall really hard. You're dazed and you take 4 damage.
Okay.
Third nice.
I'm not a beaver.
No, but you look like one right now.
I'm gonna smash my head around.
Oh, kind of like you're playing tug of war.
Yes. Strength.
Yep. That is an 8.
Roll a d4.
Yep. Don't fail me now. 1.
You get yourself free and sort of go into a roll, and you also bump into a wall with some force and daze yourself, but nowhere near as badly as your co-stuckator. So
My armor protected me. Yay.
Aki, you're up.
I run up to the other gingerbread that's standing there, and I use prestidigitation to continue to warm him to the point he becomes too crispy to move.
I like it. I'm gonna give you a +1 to this for style points.
All
Rule
right.
of cool, man.
Oh no.
See, you went really, really good for just a little bit.
I can't even.
That's 5.
Oh no. You finished baking him.
More XP.
How much XP am I getting off of that?
Still 1.
I think it's just one.
You get 1.
Everybody gets 1.
Everybody gets 1.
Nice.
And you do finish baking the gingerbread person. You overcook the gingerbread person. The gingerbread person lights on fire.
Oh no.
Dude, gingerbread is like surprisingly flammable.
Oh no.
This is not good. We're in a gingerbread house.
and bumps into one of the walls,
Oh, yep.
which also catches flame.
Mm-hmm.
Why did this keep happening?
Red claws.
Yes. Milk, do you have it? I'm just getting ready to be done with this dude.
Is that a parlay?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Just roll your charisma.
Okay. 13.
Oh my god.
13? Oh, that's right. Charisma ended up being her high stat now.
One of my second highest. Yeah.
Oh, second highest.
That's hysterical.
13.
Oh dear.
It's in the fridge.
Quick, use it to douse the flames.
No, I want to drink it.
We don't have time to drink it. We're gonna catch on fire.
Okay, grab the peppermint and let's get out. We can watch this burn.
What about the witch?
And see, I don't have anything with like. Oh, bend bars, lift gates. When I use my pure strength to destroy an inanimate obstacle.
All right.
On this licorice.
Oh, I thought you was going to destroy the house.
I know, me too.
6.
Oh, no.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
You go to try and break the licorice,
Mm-hmm.
and you get an experience point.
Mm-hmm.
The burning gingerbread man falls down. Its life force expired. The heat from the burning cookie person and building is beginning to cause the licorice to melt. It does so to your hands.
I want to so I imagine my hands are just kind of like all just sticky and just. Okay, you're playing something, I can barely hear it.
It's everything is burning.
Okay, thank you. This is fun.
I use... Oh, wait, it's not mine.
Nope. See? She's free now. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
That's what I got.
Um,
And we're sticky, but...
Wait, the oven!
Something's in the oven? What's in the oven? Uh-oh.
We don't have time for the oven. We're gonna catch on fire.
We're in our own oven right now. Let's get out of here. Oh. Where's the peppermint though? We need the peppermint. Peppermint will burn.
There we go. There we go.
Can I discern realities to find out where the peppermint is and grab it?
The scent of peppermint, which is now becoming more clear, is coming from the oven.
Coming from the oven?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go into the oven
Okay.
and open the oven.
There is a baking sheet with, it looks like peppermint bark shaped into vaguely an axe.
This is a job for you, Sir Muntz. Just don't go barking up the wrong tree.
I don't have thumbs.
Might be too big for his teeth there.
Also, I don't want to burn my mouth.
Are your teeth still coated by the gummies, the licorice that you ate? Maybe that will protect you.
No.
It looks like it's peppermint bark.
Yes.
I'm gonna ever so carefully. Is the oven? I'm gonna assume it's peppermint bark. Peppermint bark is chocolate. That oven's not gonna be on. I'm gonna assume it was in there to be hidden from the gingerbread golems. And I'm gonna reach in and I'm gonna grab the peppermint axe.
The weapon is cool to the touch. When you take it into your hand, it changes shape from a hand axe to a pair of daggers. The effect is that one of the effects is that you add +2 to your damage. The side effect attached to the effect is you cannot wield the weapon unless you are protecting a child.
I'm a halfling. Does that count?
It does not.
Anybody here under the age of 18?
I have the wisdom of an 18-year-old.
Human years are in dog years.
Oh.
I am not a child in dog years.
How old are you, actually? Because you're a magic dog, so does
I'm
that...
an old man.
About 70.
So the four of you extricate the witch from her home.
Here we go. Emergency evacuation plan.
And get the magical weapon out of the burning gingerbread house. The witch is grateful that you've saved her life and tells you it's not that big a deal. There's plenty of cookie in the trees, and she'll just build another house. She sends you on your way. You travel to the home of the fire giant, and everyone roll charisma.
Oh boy.
I'm this many.
8.
6.
Aki manages to befriend the fire giant.
He made a friend.
Can his name be George?
No, I have a feeling I know.
No, there's no rabbits.
I have a feeling I know what the fire giant's name is.
You cannot name the heat hoarder George.
+1 for getting the reference.
However, in the process of befriending him, the party goes through a number of faux pas and is forced to steal the object that the heat hoarder was using to warm his house. A bag from which you can draw small wooden trinkets. Aki obtained the bag. The contents of the bag allow you to befriend anyone you give the object to. So it is a charm person object.
What are we calling this bag?
Bag of wooden toys.
Bag of goodies. It's a goodie bag.
Bag of wood?
No. No.
No, that's one for a very, very different campaign.
The downside to this is that every time you see a child, you must stop and hand them one of the objects from the bag.
Oh, no.
So does he have to stop and tell himself?
This
Every
is for
time he
you.
sees himself in the reflection. Sorry.
You make your way back to the canoe, and the canoe takes you again through the mists to a faraway, like a alpine forest type area. And confusingly enough, you have to obtain a suit of red lacquered gold armor from a group of leprechauns. Everyone rolled dex.
Oh. 5. I'm still this many.
Still this many.
8.
5.
So 2 more XP over there. Everything almost goes horribly awry when an incident involving cookies and riches and pots of gold and rainbows, but thanks to the quick thinking of Aki and Sir Muntz, the armor is acquired.
And we make an escape in a red balloon, hot air balloon.
Of course.
Made out of candy.
No. It's unicorns now.
They still have both.
Red balloons went out of fashion some time ago.
No. You escape in a hot air balloon, but the basket of the balloon, the canoe.
Mm-hmm.
You drift through the clouds, and there is a storm brewing. It's beginning to get cold, and the clouds are getting dark. You hear the distant rumble of thunder, and the cold is sufficient that it is affecting the ability for the balloon to stay aloft. It is not causing the balloon to catastrophically fail, but the canoe balloon descends. And as you come out from the clouds, you have again passed into another place.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
You are not.
Let me guess. Is this base a giant ice palace?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally is.
Yeah.
That is in fact what you see. In the distance is a imposing fortress crafted of ice and stone and bone.
Oh, that's unexpected.
The ground whereupon you are about to land is littered with it's barren. It's rock and dirt and littered with various bones and patches of snow. The canoe lands safely.
Okay. Cool. We dropped in.
And you see a creature that you could best describe as looking like he was made of darkness. Sort of this glowing purple and black smoke with piercing purple eyes, holding a wicked-looking sword that vaguely looks like a dark steel and vaguely somehow looks organic. And the creature is harassing a massive deer.
Like a stag?
Yes, but bigger.
Yeah.
Like a dire elk.
Like a
There-
reindeer.
Yeah, no, that's actually what I was thinking. More dire elk
Dire elk,
size.
yeah.
size.
Its nose is covered in blood, as is the front of its fur, but not its own blood.
Okay.
Gift Master, would you say that this is a creature relevant to the grand histories of the known world?
That, according to the legends, is the war deer of Olaf the Barbarian.
I thought so. Okay, Aki, I got a plan.
The war
What's your plan, Sir Months?
deer?
The war deer.
Dude, okay, so which one of us gets to be Teddy Roosevelt, like riding a moose through a river?
I got the bag.
Here's the plan.
Let's see, I got the cloak.
I'm gonna rush in and distract the weird shadow monster to give Aki an opening to cast magic missile against the darkness.
Holy moly.
So I'm gonna distract.
You're doing it.
Yes,
Go for it.
because I don't have a +5 ogre slaying knife.
You don't.
No.
Are there any girls there? There are. I want to do them.
What?
8-bit theater.
I need an adult.
Here we go.
8-bit theater. So it says I roll plus bond. I don't know what that means.
So
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
you are...
So is it the number of bonds that I have with Aki?
Yes.
Okay, so I have 1 bond with Aki.
Yes.
That is a 10. So it's okay. So I'm gonna help you, so you get a +1.
Okay.
On your use magic roll.
And
as I rush in and bork, 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 and bouncing around and doing the weird little.
I can understand what the song is about this time.
It's not a song, Aki. I'm just distracting.
This song is beautiful. I think I'm ready.
Just cast a magic missile.
And this is on the, not the deer, this is on the other thing?
The shadow monster.
Okay. But do we want to befriend the... No, just kidding. Casting magic missile. Oh, this is going to be good. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I get another one?
Yep.
9.
You cast magic missile. The magic missile strikes the darkness. The darkness explodes. However, in the process, you have spooked and generated aggression from the war deer, who targets you and goes to charge you.
Oh no.
Seeing that it is going towards Aki and is going to seemingly do...
Roll your wisdom.
Okay. 4. Yeah. I am going to try and do what I did before with yelling, "Stop!" But like both hands up, like making like it so that like it can like I have the hood up so that it can like see that like I'm in the cloak, like we're trying to get you to where you need to go, and yeah.
And it ignores you completely.
Of course it does.
As a matter of fact, it gains some speed in its agitation.
Can I defend?
We're not there yet. Trixie, roll wisdom.
Okay. 11.
You see
Trixie for the win.
behind where the warrior was standing, the glint of what looks like a gold rope and some bells.
Okay.
Ting, ting, ting.
Can I
Ting,
just
ting,
defy
ting,
danger
Ting,
and
ting, 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 ting.
power straight through
Go
and
for
try
it.
and get to them?
You do that.
Ten.
You power past the deer and pick up the rope. When you take it into your hands, it materializes. And it materializes around the neck of the war deer. And in holding it, you pull on the reins and the war deer stops and sort of stands at attention ready to go.
Alrighty. I think we got it. I think we've got the deer. We've got him. Is that everything?
I think so. I mean, I'm sure that he'll know
Who's
how I
wearing
can
the
take this
armor?
thing off.
The red lacquered gold plate. Is it me?
It's totally.
Oh, absolutely.
What does it do?
I so totally want art of that.
Am I Tony Bark?
Oh my
You
god.
are now.
Best one of
You
the
are
night
now.
right there.
Yeah, they are now. However, despite the joy that comes from that pun, you hear in the distance drums. And as you look out, you see a army of the undead beginning to march in your direction. You also see between you and the army some sort of an unusual monument. It kind of looks mausoleum-ish. You can't tell whether it's a good or a bad. But at this point, there's no Olaf to be seen.
Maybe we have to bring the stuff to him.
Wait a minute. Can I can use my books 5 times, and I've already used it once. Can I use my books to see if I know anything about this?
Go for it.
So this would be intelligence?
Yes.
Yep.
6, 7.
In the legends, there are 2 conflicting stories. In one story, in both stories, there is an instance where the artifacts are given to an individual. In one of the stories, Olaf receives the artifacts and defeats the undead horde on the 4th night after the winter solstice. In the other story, The enemy of Olaf gets his weapons and weakens him and rules the land for 100 years.
I think I have an idea of what we need to do, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you notice, we have all these items, and they're all split up onto each of us.
Mm-hmm.
But what if only one of us was holding them?
Well, I can't take this thing off.
So it has to be you. Maybe...
As you discuss this, any of the items that are attached to you detach themselves.
Oh. Okay, I've been pulling at that for 5 hours, but, you know...
I
don't know if...
I think Red is still the best candidate.
I don't know. You are Ironbark.
No, not really.
I mean, my peppermint axe turned into peppermint daggers. Maybe it'll turn into peppermint sword for you.
I don't know, but we need to make a decision because these hordes are coming.
What if we...
Do we want to try and unite?
I know what the fifth artifact is.
What if we need to get all
It's the deer.
Yes, which I'm holding on to right now.
What if we put it all on the deer?
No, I think it's in the mausoleum.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with that one. I'm with, yeah. Sir Muntz, I'm with you.
So are we giving me all the stuff?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I'll take it off and I'll like attach it onto it.
Cloak, bag, daggers come flying up, and they turn into sword.
It reforms into a sword very similar to yours.
And then...
Reins. Reins.
Yes.
You have the reins. You have everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
The race is close. The undead horde nearly reaches the mausoleum. But within feet of them arriving, Sir Muntz climbs the little stairs and gets up to the top of the monument, which is an open casket in which is sleeping a middle-aged man, by all respects except for the whitish-gray beard and hair. White tabard has long ago turned red with blood. When you look up into the mausoleum, the artifacts remove themselves from you and begin to form up onto this sleeping man, who opens his eyes, takes what was a sword, and has now turned into a gigantic great axe. Hops onto the war deer and runs through the undead, and there's a grand battle in which all of you participate.
I'm about that. I'm about that.
Gonna make so many friends.
You need healing first.
The figure of Olaf the Barbarian drenched in undead gore, but clearly bemused, Thank you, friends, for saving the multiverse once again.
Yeah, I'm not doing this next year.
Again?
You are the fabled heroes, are you not?
Well, we're fabled something, but...
I mean, I've just saved the multiverse this one time.
I'm just here to make friends.
Yeah, dude.
I'm here because she's here.
Yeah. And I just want to mess shit up.
But should you ever require our services in the future, Olaf, leave cancer is at your disposal.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
He looks very confused. Master Olaf! And everyone turns to see the mysterious figure of Mindu arrive. I think it is just about time for those who have awoken you to return home.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm about that.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Olaf, will you be my friend?
He looks very concerned at you. like,
I attempt to charm him.
Oh no.
No, can I literally like in all of my halfling strength, can I defy danger and legitimately like linebacker tackle him to the ground before he's able to get that off?
You approve of this
yes,
so much.
please do.
I'm excited for what happens if it's a mixed success.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
12, 13.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Oh, it's one of those rolls.
Yeah, it's double sixes.
All right.
Yeah. No.
Aw.
No, you
I was
don't.
hoping Red got charmed.
You don't charm people into being your friend. You have to do it the painful old-fashioned way.
But friendship is magic.
Yes, but guess what? Magic on your friends is not friendship.
But why are you guys my friends?
Because you saved my butt.
Okay. This one time I'll accept this.
Forced friendship is not friendship.
It's like friendship with extra steps.
That was yes.
Olaf looks at Mindu.
Mindu, please send me home.
At Olaf. Olaf reaches into his bag and casts some sort of a dust into the air. And the four of you pass into a sleep. When you awake, you awake in your beds in the tavern. The day after
So I'm like legit hungover.
the events in the tavern the night before. At the foot of each of your bed, however, is a gift. A gift, when you unwrap, is a magic item of your choosing, which will be discovered only if this party adventures again. With that phone call and with that moment, running a 3-hour one-shot was absurdly intense, and doing it with a game system that we have never tried or done or played before was quite the thing.
This was, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
awesome.
This is really
I mean,
fun.
we've
This is
played
incredible.
Uncharted worlds before.
We have.
We have.
So I would like to thank our players this evening, and I would like to thank everyone for watching. If you are interested in far less silly programming,
No, we can't promise that.
Yeah, well,
we can't promise that.
Really?
We cannot promise that.
I mean the body and thrust of the story is far less silly. The characters don't achieve the less silly. It's a thing.
There's a few less candy puns.
I very much recommend our regular programming, Tales of Jamora, as well as everything else that you can see from 8-Bit Adventures. You can find that at 8-bitadventures.com. Jamora you can find at Jamora, JEMMORA.com. We'd like to thank Pittsfield Community Television for continuing to give us this fabulous space. And we want to thank the greatest gift of all to our entire group, you, our viewers. We wish you all a very happy holidays. Enjoy the gifts that Olaf the Barbarian brings after defeating the undead hordes on Christmas Eve. Until next time, this has been Matthew Tucker on behalf of the rest of our group. Have a happy holidays and good night, everyone.